Okay, we're going to do a quick walk around on the 1987 Land Cruiser. It has just over 116,000 miles. I think it's 116, just about 400 miles on it. We bought it in original condition probably about 6 years ago. Since then, we've gone through and done a lot of work on it. The body is in great condition, no rust, and very minimal damage in other spots. And we'll just take you around so you can have a good look at it and see what we see. So as we go around and look at the body, this is original paint. You'll see some marks where there's a little bit of fading. Some other spots, like right here, it's a little bit of damage to the trim that I was telling you about. Other spots, you know, you get a few minor scratches that can probably, this is a spot that was buffed out that I told you about as well. Some minor scratching from four-wheeling, but nothing significant. You come around the back of the vehicle. Previous to us owning it, there was a sticker here that you can see an outline from. But once again, not very significant damage. As far as the fading, you'll see a tiny spot right there of a little bit of fading. We re-cleared the hood and one of the fenders. And then up on the top, I don't know if we can see it or not, but there is a little spot of fading. If you jump up there, you can see right on the front of the car up there, there's a little bit of fading. It does have the Warn Power Plant Dual Force HP on it. This was the best winch that we could buy at the time. It does have air, and so it's great for if you're airing down your tires and then needing to pump them up at the end of your trip. We also do have the HID lights that cast quite a bit of light. It work quite well. The 4++ bumper, I guess that's significant to point out. So that's a nice bumper that we put on there. It does also have mana-free. We got the springs and everything for that for the suspension. So that was done. Also, we've done the rock sliders on the side and then on the back quarters. There are some spots on here. You can see a little bit of rock rash and stuff. Those, you know, you probably might want to paint those again at some point, but they're still pretty presentable. If we look inside, a couple things that we did here is the original interior was actually in good condition, but I didn't like the fact that the cloth could get dirty, so we replaced it with the CCOT marine grade vinyl seats. You also see that we did the Tuffy console in the middle. We also put the FJ62 mirrors on it because they actually give quite a bit more view than the small 60 mirrors do. Another upgrade that we did was we put the grab bar from an FJ62 in there, and that's nice for the passenger. All your controls for your lights, your front and rear lights, are there in the middle, as well as the ARB for the air lockers. So it does have front and rear air lockers on this truck as well. Give you a shot of the back. You can see the carpet throughout is in really good shape. No problems with the carpet. Show the roof, show the top here too. He asked about that. So that's in good shape too. No problems there. You come to the back, we did the split back with the ladder on this side. This also is, if you want a high lift jack, we have a mount to put the high lift jack on there. Of course, a spare tire. And we open this up. We did this so these won't come out. They are mounted very well and tight. You won't get any rattle or anything from the tire rack or the ladder. It's not the easiest. Sometimes you get a cheap wrench to put on that, but usually it just comes right out. So you also have these lights right here, great for camping, nice and bright if you flip them on from the inside there. Another upgrade that we did was a mat from FJ60, which that was a sort of pricey. We were able to pick that up. That was a nice item. Everything in here looks good, carpet looks good. We'll include the package for the winch as well, so you're able to use all the functions for the winch. Another shot of the inside there. We put in new mats and everything. It's super clean. We like to keep our trucks clean. Pioneer stereo in there. It does have Bluetooth capability, so you can hook up your phone with that as well, or your music. We did the Safari snorkel as well. Pop the hood. So inside here, you notice we have the yellow Optima battery. The radiator is new. Water pump's been redone. Rebuilt the carburetor. Air conditioning works great. We had that worked on. It was not working properly when we bought it, so we had that taken care of. New clutch. What else have we done on it, Ty?
I think you cover most of it.
Yeah, so I mean, we sort of went through and did everything. Like I said, about the only thing we didn't do was H55 transmission, which would have been the next project to do. Passes California smog, no problem. And the rear main seal has a bit of an oil leak. Like I said, we were going to save that until we did the H55 transmission on it. So I think you'll be pretty happy with it. It is probably one of the nicer FJ60s that you see out there, and I think it's been built well. Expedition built, so it's not too crazy on the rock crawler end of things, but it is very capable. And then, you know, you're doing any desert trips or anything like that, it pretty much is good for any type of thing that you're going to do. So that's about it. Shot of the undercarriage down here. You can see the upgraded springs that we put on there. Haven't really cleaned it up down there, which is, you know, probably a good thing. Sometimes people hide things with spray paint, but you can see that there's no rust underneath there. Everything's tight. Everything works the way it should. Go back and check the drive lines too. Show them the drive lines. Okay, and you know, pretty dry under here, which is a good thing. You see a little bit up here where some of the oil is probably coming back, but it's clean and no rust. It's done right. There's your muffler up there, MagnaFlow. We did put new shocks and everything on when we did the suspension, the new leaf springs. One thing, we did have a little bit of damage on this fender. At one point, I slid off a rock a little bit, so you can see how it was bent a little bit up in there. We did bend that out, and I did have my body guy paint that, but it was really minimal, just a little bit of damage right here in that corner. But I don't like my trucks looking crappy, so we had that taken care of as well. So we were just talking about a few other things. I do have 2 original keys that we'll provide with it. Also, the gas tank, there was a recall on the gas tank on the FJ60s and FJ62s. That has been done already. Trying to think what else. Anything else, Ty?
No.
I think you'll be happy with it. It's a solid truck and it has lots of miles left in it. Looks good wherever you go.